Within every fruit there is a seed, and within every seed there is a fruit. Every human being, therefore, was created with what I call a seed. Sometimes more than one seed. Sometimes 100 seeds. The more seeds you have, the more confused you become in life. One seed people do better than more seed people. If you are a guava, you'll be confused. If you are a mango, you know you have no choice but produce from only one seed. But God created man with the capacity to produce out of his seed. Years ago, I was watching a documentary. And since then, I've seen a few similar ones, but I watched this one the first time about 35 or so years ago. Those Betacam videos. And it was a story of a young boy who was born blind. And he had physical deformities. And they said he was not mentally sound. They wanted to put him into an institution, but his parents always said, we want him to stay with us. Because of his particular handicap, he didn't do much, couldn't do much in school, couldn't see, couldn't do much. He was part of a twin when he was in the womb. The other twin apparently took up all the oxygen and didn't survive, and he survived and was depleted of oxygen, so they said the brain was damaged. If you saw him, you would say he is pathetic. Why should God even allow such a person to be created? But there is nothing that God creates that doesn't have a seed. It is God's covenant with humanity. So this boy had a brother, and he was so-called normal. And he had a music teacher. The music teacher would come, they would go to where the piano was, and they would play, music tunes and so on and so forth. But this boy, nobody taught him because they felt, he can't learn anything. One day, the music teacher had finished teaching his brother. And they had left, I think, to go to the kitchen or someplace like that. And this boy started feeling his way out from his seat and gradually went to sit by the piano and started banging on the notes on the piano. As he was banging on the notes, they said, well, he's having a happy time, leave him, he's not bothering anybody. They thought he was making noise. So he kept banging. And then after banging for some minutes, he started playing a discernible melody. And he started making music. Everything he heard the teacher teaching his brother, he started playing. His parents rushed from the kitchen, went to stand around him, and there he was playing. The music teacher sat by him, and he would play a note or a melody, and he would play the melody. And then he started increasing complexity. So he would play more complex sound, and he would play the same thing. And pretty soon he's playing Mozart, he's playing Beethoven, he's playing everybody. And the teacher couldn't even teach him again. They had to bring records. And he just listens to the record and plays exactly what he's hearing. Here is somebody you will look at and say that, oh, what a waste. But God does not create waste. He said, in every fruit there is a seed. In you sits a seed that God has put within you. And that seed is designed to make you fruitful. In the natural, it is designed to make you fruitful. It may be a way of processing your thoughts. It may be a way of seeing reality. You know that almost everybody who has done extraordinary in life at one point was considered weird. Everybody. People thought he can't amount to much, because people sometimes judge you by the seed of others. But your seed is not exactly the seed of other people. Within every human being, God has packaged something called a seed. The seed is a small spark that God has placed within the person. Within the fruit, there is seed. God's principle, therefore, is that within every fruit, there is a seed. Within every fruit, there is a seed. This microphone is somebody's fruit. It's the fruit of somebody's mind. It's called a brainchild. It's called Sure. This microphone is called Sure. And to differentiate this baby from other surnames, he's called UR2. Just like your children have your surname and first name to differentiate them. How did this microphone come from? Where did it come from? It came from somebody's brain, somebody's idea. He put it together with already existing material and created this. But within the microphone itself is a seed. In other words, what was used to produce this microphone exists in the microphone. That is one of the things the Chinese have learned. I'm telling you, the most scripturally obedient people on the planet are Chinese. Oh yeah, those guys are obeying scripture. Because, you know, they don't go far. They just take your fruit. Open it up. Discover the seed. Take the seed and produce it themselves and call it by their own name. Because they understood that within every manufactured item resides the principle that manufactured it. You know, when Africans, when we travel, we are fruit collectors, not seed collectors. So we come with a nice car, but we'll never produce it, just come with a nice car, the latest, drive it and just have fun. We come with a sound system. We come with something that somebody has created, but never discover the principle that created it.